Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers, and I'm here to talk about Game 47 of the regular season, where the Rangers win 6-2 over the Florida Panthers. Whoo, boy. Yeah, they're back. If there was, like, a group of people with the conspiracy theory that hockey isn't a real thing and it's just a figment of our imagination, I feel like the Rangers truly would be the greatest proof they have. Because whenever the Rangers do everything right, we normally don't look that good or play that good, and whenever we do it wrong, we win in blowout fashion. This team is so completely bass-ackwards, it's pretty darn funny. Like, in the game tonight, it's like, wow, we got outchanced, outshot, outplayed, and Igor had to bail us out constantly. Phew! Back to normal. For the first 40 minutes of this game, the Rangers were very much the second best team in this game, and yet the entire fan base felt oddly comforted. Like, you know in Tangled when Rapunzel gets tricked and thinks that Flynn was actually a scumbag and stole the crown and ran away, and then she returns to Mother Gothel in the tower for like a couple of days, and she's like oddly comforted to be back in her cell? It's kind of like that with the Rangers. So for the first goal for the Rangers, Ryan Lindgren does not get an assist for this, and it is a darn shame because he had a big pair of plays to start it for the New York Rangers. An attempted zone entry, bats the puck out of midair. It would have been a nice pass along the boards, but he stops it immediately. It does end up along the boards, but behind the Panther player. Then gets in a puck battle along the boards, gets it to Mika Zibanejad. He passes out of the zone into the neutral zone for Artemi Panarin. Beautiful, beautiful sauce pass. Adam Fox, beautiful move, backhand, scores. Now, was the goalie way out of position and bit way too hard on that play? Oh, God, yes, but still a nice fake by Adam Fox, and the Rangers have a 1-0 lead. A few minutes later, though, the Panthers would tie the game at 1 apiece on a power play, and two things can be true at the same time. One, I don't think this goal is particularly on Igor Shesterkin, and two, you really have got to make a save on this play if you're Igor Shesterkin. And allow me to explain myself. This is a beautiful passing sequence with a 2-on-0 at point-blank range, and Aaron Lindell, beautiful pass to Verhaeghe, doesn't get much on it, and it just kind of sneaks under his arm and over his pad. There is nothing on the shot, and you'd love for Shesterkin to make a save there. That being said, it's a 2-on-0 at point-blank range on a power play. I'm not going to be too harsh on it. But the Rangers would regain the lead later on in the first period on a power play of their own. Beautiful setup pass from Artemi Panarin over to Mika Zibanejad, who just rips a slap shot. Beautifully placed by Mika Zibanejad on the shot. Zibanuary is in full effect, and I'm going to give credit to Lyon on this play. I don't know if it was that he just read the play perfectly and had that good of a reaction time, or if he really did his research on Mika Zibanejad and knows that he loves to try to shoot top corner. He was surprisingly close to stopping what was just a blistering slap shot from Mika Zibanejad. He didn't quite get there, but a lot of goalies just try to get over to that side and hope they stop it. His blocker went top corner. That was almost a ridiculous save by Lyon, but Mika just sneaks it past him. So you head to the second period where the Rangers would get outshot 14-7, but again, oddly comforting. It's late in the second period, and in the span of like 9 seconds, the Rangers get 3 shots and 5 shot attempts. The Panthers defense just did virtually nothing to help Lyon on this play. It's put in front by Barclay Goodrow, and Himmy VC, pounds it home, and the Rangers take a 3-1 lead while being outshot to hell and back. Say it with me, oddly comforting. So you head to the third period, and in the course of about 15 seconds, the game would break wide open for the New York Rangers. It is the third line on the ice, the kids line, the kids to men line, the buddy, I don't know what to call them, man. Kakko, Laffy, and Hedl are out there, and go figure they had a really good night tonight. Anywho's, they're on the ice. Lafreniere has it, gets a shot attempt that's blocked by like 50,000, roughly speaking, Panthers defenders. It's bobbled through the air. Hedl puts it down on the ice, gets it to Kakko. He takes a shot on net, and it trickles through Lyon. And I think this was going to be a goal regardless of what Lafreniere did. I think it probably trickles through. But Lafreniere, who is in like a 17-game goalless streak, saw a puck in the crease and saw pure red and just kind of jumped on top of Lyon to shove the puck home. Now, if they would have called goaltender interference on this play, I would have been like, yeah, that's fair. On the same coin, if they would have called goaltender interference, I kind of would have been upset because, like, that was going to be a goal regardless. But I would have understood it because, you know, he kind of just hopped on top of the goaltender. It's hard watching others live your dream. And the second Mika goal was just another thing of beauty. It's in our zone. Adam Fox with a nice play just to chip the puck out into the neutral zone. Artemi Panarin on his horse races out, gets the puck, carries into the offensive zone. He had a really nice pass on the Fox goal. He had a really nice pass on the first Mika goal. This pass, oh my gosh, it was just a thing of pure beauty. If he looked for the pass, it was a split second just peek and just tape to tape behind him. Perfection to Mika's Zibanejad. Carries in, uses Fox as a bit of a screen, snipe. And the Rangers have a 5-1 lead like that. There is a very stupid narrative that surfaced recently that Artemi Panarin is washed and isn't good anymore. Don't confuse doesn't like to shoot for goals anymore with washed. Artemi Panarin, as far as a purely passing player, you would be hard-pressed to find a person who can pass the puck as good as Artemi Panarin. And this was just such a perfect setup. It was incredible pass from him, and I gotta sing his praises. He had a 3-point night tonight, by the way. And then one of the strangest things that I've ever seen happened, which is with about 10 minutes left in the game, the Panthers pull Lyon. Not to be swapped out, just to have an empty net and get an extra attacker with 10 minutes left. You should play hard every game. I'm not saying that. You should try to win every game. I'm not saying that. You shouldn't give up when you get too far down a deficit. I'm not saying that. But pulling your goalie down 4 with 10 minutes left in a game in January just screams, we are desperate for points. And it was just so strange. I mean, it kind of works. They would get a goal out of it. Alexander Barkov, close, banks it off Shesterkin's face. It goes into the net. And you make it a 5-2 game, but man, it was just so weird to see. But Shesterkin, oh, by God, he's going to get one eventually. The puck is just kind of bounced around and rolls in front of him, and he one-times that thing. I mean, a goalie should not be able to get that much air and velocity on a shot, but he ripped it on a one-timer that missed by a matter of inches, and damn it all, one of these days he is going to score, and the parade for him scoring a goal is going to be greater than the one if we ever win the Stanley Cup. Also, we were like inches away from a reality where Igor Shesterkin has more goals than Sammy Blais. I mean, that's a funny, haha, silly statistic. Surely we didn't trade anyone good for Sammy Blais. Damn it. But it would end up being Philip Hedl, Phil the Thrill, getting the final goal of the game on the empty net to make it a 6-2 Rangers lead. Every single member of the kids line, or whatever you want to call them line, had multiple points tonight. Things you love to see. And on to that, the line changes tonight. I think they worked. But you've got to just go with it. Just stick with these lines because at their best, they are fantastic. And stop changing the lines around. Right? It drives me up a wall. Just pick them. Let the players get truly comfortable with their line mates. This should be it. Swap the second and third line for like minutes, but roll with this. Right? Panarin on the top line with Mika and Kreider. When it works, holy crap, it works so well. So well. I mean, Mika had a pair. They were on the ice for 3 different goals. When they work, they work. And the rewards are worth the risk with the first line being Panarin, Mika, and Kreider. And then the kids line, or whatever you feel like calling them, of Lafreniere, Kakko, and Hedl. When they work really, really well together. It is abundantly clear that they are very, very comfortable with each other. Make them the second line and be done with it. This needs to stop. They are so clearly the second line because they can have games like this where they just continue to grind away at it. They can score highlight reel goals. We've seen that this season where Each one of those players have had really nice goals or really nice assists or really nice games. They can also get down and dirty and just battle it out in the crease like they did tonight. I'm begging you to just keep them as a line. If you have to make it the third line, if you absolutely have to do that, then fine, it's the third line. But keep those three together. The second line, which again I'm saying should probably be the third line of VC, Gaudreau, and Trocheck, they work well. I liked that line. Like, you have VC, who somehow has... How many goals does VC have this year? 8 goals this season, because of course he does, right? Eat my words, that's fun. Like, VC is more or less the grinder of the line. Trocheck is a good player and can be a good point scorer, and then Gaudreau is kind of in the middle. I like the three of them being together. Just, that should be your third line, and that's solid. The fourth line can be anyone under the sun. It doesn't matter. Just, it's the grinding line. Let them do that. But I like VC, Gaudreau, and Trocheck being a third line group because they can definitely score you some goals, and also I don't think anyone on that line is going to have subpar defense. So it's a line that it's going to get you goals here and there, and it's also not going to be much of a liability. Also, I have to say it before I cap the video, Igor Shesterkin was utterly amazing tonight. 33 of 35, and neither goal I would particularly put on him. He played a stellar game, and the shot or the chance with the highest probability of being a goal tonight at over 92% was his one-time attempt. And I need you to understand that that had the best chance of being a goal. That one, not even Heedle's one. Not even Heedle's, like, empty netter from point blank. It was Igor Shesterkin's that had the highest chance. So the Rangers have an off day tomorrow and are back at it again Wednesday night in Toronto, playing the Dangles, I mean the Maple Leafs. They're playing the Maple Leafs. Anyway, that game is at 7 o'clock, and I will be here afterwards to talk about it, but that is all I have to say for the evening. So, if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Rangers.